Hello, and welcome to the Death to the Review show. My name is Bailey, and today we are talking Eleanor and the Pretty Things Retitled EP. It was dropped September 4th. It was recorded and produced at Eastbridge Studios, and all of the cover art for it was done by Maddie Peck, who, if you haven't checked out, I definitely recommend. All of the art that was done for this looks great. I am a super huge fan of Eleanor and the Pretty Things. If you are a fan of the network, you will remember that the last review I did on this channel before COVID was of their split with Bicycle Inn, and so it's funny that my first one back is this. So I'm super excited to talk about it. There are 5 songs on the EP, that being Figure This Out, Knight of Cups, which we previously heard. It was released as a single, I want to say, in early 2019. Housewarming, Pull, and Eggshells. So let's get into it. Firstly, the first song, Figure It Out, starts off very calming. It's like you're easing your way into the EP, which I think is really nice. It's super nice to hear Anthony's voice a little bit stripped back almost. The majority of this song is just his voice and this like guitar, and it's a really good showing of how nice his singing voice actually is. So I'm glad that this song came in. And then it jumps into yelling, which is very Eleanor and the Pretty Things. It feels very similar to what I personally imagined the EP was going to sound like based off of Knight of Cups. I love the song Knight of Cups. I've loved it since it came out. Listening to it again on this EP made me miss shows so bad. The guitar intro is really nice. It's really well done, and I am consistently impressed by Anthony's ability to switch from his very pretty singing voice to yelling. He does it really seamlessly, and I'm a big fan, and I think that the song is a good example of that. The next song is Housewarming. The tom hits in this add this really cool ambiance. It reminds me of a timpani. That's what I wrote down in my notes. I was like, it's like the boom, 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 boom. It just reminded me of this concert timpani, and I really like that. It's a really interesting sound within the scope of 2020 alternative or emo or whatever you want to call it. I think it adds this really interesting kind of take to it. Again, this song is a great example of Anthony's singing voice, which I think is super nice. And musically, I can't get over the timpani. The timpani is really what the timpani is really what makes it for me. This tom boom, boom, boom. Sorry. So I think musically the song is really, really interesting. Vocally, obviously, Anthony's always doing great. I'm a super huge fan of this song. The next song on the EP is Pull. It starts off so happy. This song has big soundtrack energy. I wrote down that Anthony's voice actually reminds me of Elliott Smith. I feel like if a 2020 rendition of Goodwill Hunting came out, I feel like Pull, this song, could be in Goodwill Hunting. I don't know if that's a weird take. I was just listening to it and it just reminded me so much of that kind of, I don't know, not really coming of age, but that little movie. So I wrote down that this should be on Goodwill Hunting. I love this song. It might actually be my favorite song in the EP. It's definitely the one that I come back to the most. I'm a super huge fan. And the next song is Eggshells. It catches a lot of momentum. It starts off kind of chill, and then very quickly with the lyrics, I can almost feel myself I don't know, moving with it. It builds really well. I think Eleanor and the Pretty Things is very skilled at those builds in songs. So starting it off kind of chill or kind of quiet, kind of stripped, and then just building it up to that point. I think they do that really well. I'm a huge fan of the lyrics in this song, and then at the middle-ish, endish bit, it gets kind of instrumental, which is really cool because every member in this band is insanely talented. And so to have a moment where you can really appreciate the drums and the guitar and everything else that comes into Eleanor and the Pretty Things was really nice. I really like when bands have like kind of, it's not really a breakdown because it's like long, but I really like when bands have like an instrumental moment. And then it ends with Anthony yelling, which I think is very fitting. I wrote this down and it makes me giggle, but I wrote down that I didn't think it was an Eleanor and the Pretty Things release unless Anthony was just yelling, which is very fitting. I think based off of Knight of Cups, there was a lot of things in this album that I was like very like, it was what I was expecting and I was like very happy with that. And then there were some things that really surprised me, like the toms, like that drum bit. And so I think that this EP is like a really cool mix of like what I know Eleanor and the Pretty Things to be, and like also I can see them growing, and that's cool. I really like that. I'm a super huge fan of Eleanor and the Pretty Things, like I've already said. I love them. I have all of their links down below if you want to listen to the EP or, I don't know, give them your money. But yeah, my name is Bailey. This has been the Death to the Review Show. I hope all of you have a great day and stream Retitled by Eleanor and the Pretty Things.